Chinese motorcycles used to have a bad reputation, cheap, unreliable, and built to copy rather than compete. That's old news. In the last decade, brands like CFMoto, Lifan, Zongshen, and Benda have stepped up big, producing machines that can go head-to-head with Japanese and European rivals. These aren't the bikes you buy to show off at the cafe. They're the ones you buy when you've done your homework, when you care more about performance, reliability, and value than a badge on the tank. And smart riders are catching on fast. From nimble sport bikes to full-size touring machines, China is building some of the most underrated motorcycles on the market today. So let's count down the top 12 Chinese motorcycles that only smart riders would buy, starting with number 12. Number 12. CFMoto 300 NK. If you're looking for a budget-friendly naked bike that still feels like a real motorcycle, the CFMoto 300 NK is a smart starting point. Powered by a 292cc single producing 27 horsepower, it's not going to win drag races. But that's not the point. It's light, agile, and perfect for new riders or urban commuters who value nimbleness over top speed. The CFMoto has been making big waves with solid build quality, and the 300 NK shows why. The steel trellis frame keeps handling sharp, and the full-color TFT display, LED lighting, and aggressive styling give it a premium feel that belies its price. It's not just a cheap beginner bike. It's a statement that you don't need to overspend to get something stylish and capable. For riders who do their homework, the 300 NK makes a strong case against overpriced entry-level options from Japan or Europe. If your idea of smart value includes a little more displacement and touring comfort, the next Chinese bike takes that same philosophy and adds long-distance ability. Number 11. Zongshen RX4. The Zongshen RX4 is proof that Chinese manufacturers are getting serious about the adventure segment. Powered by a 450cc single-cylinder engine producing 40 horsepower, it's not about raw performance, but about going anywhere without breaking the bank. Weighing in at 450 pounds and featuring a 5.3-gallon fuel tank, the RX4 has legitimate long-range potential. It comes with hard panniers, crash bars, a skid plate, and even handguards. Things many other brands charge extra for. The RX4 is ideal for riders who want to test the waters of adventure riding without dropping $15,000 on a big-name ADV bike. Sure, it's not as refined as a BMW GS, but for a fraction of the price, it'll get you far enough off the beaten path to realize the adventure is real. This bike shows why smart buying isn't always about the flashiest spec sheet. Sometimes it's about how far you can go on what you've got. But if you prefer your adventure machines a little more compact and nimble, the next pick might be your sweet spot. Number 10. Lifan KPT 400. The Lifan KPT 400 blends sport touring DNA with commuter-friendly practicality. Powered by a 400cc twin making about 42 horsepower, it offers enough punch for highway cruising but stays manageable in tight city streets. Lifan designed the KPT 400 to be a true multi-role bike. The upright seating position and tall windscreen make it comfortable for long rides, while the compact wheelbase keeps handling lively. Add in standard ABS, LED lighting, and a TFT dash, and you've got a well-rounded machine that punches above its weight. It's the kind of bike a rider can use for everything: weekday commutes, weekend trips, even the occasional spirited backroad run. And at a price that undercuts Japanese competition by thousands, it's hard to argue with the value. For riders who like the idea of Chinese motorcycles but want something sportier and more aggressive, the next entry comes straight from a brand making serious waves in the naked bike scene. Number 9. CFMoto 800 MT Touring. Here's where CFMoto really shows how far Chinese bikes have come. The 800 MT Touring is powered by a 799cc parallel twin, producing 94 horsepower. Yes, the same basic platform as KTM 790 Adventure, thanks to a manufacturing partnership. This bike is built for real-world touring. Long travel KYB suspension, 19/17-inch wheels, cruise control, quick shifter, heated grips and seat, all stock. The 800 MT isn't just competitive with mid-tier adventure bikes from Japan and Europe. It often beats them on equipment for the price. At 507 pounds wet, it's no lightweight, but it carries that mass well thanks to the balanced geometry and a smooth, predictable engine. The upright ergos and adjustable windscreen make long days in the saddle easy, while the factory luggage system means you can head out for a week with no extra purchases. For riders looking for a genuine long-distance ADV machine without the sticker shock, this is one of the smartest buys on the market. But if you prefer your big displacement Chinese bikes in a cruiser package, the next one is a hidden gem. Number 8. Benda BD300. The Benda BD300 proves Chinese brands can build cruisers with genuine style. Powered by a 298cc V-twin producing 30 horsepower, it's aimed squarely at lightweight cruiser market, and it nails the look without feeling cheap. With its low-slung seat, wide bars, and stretched-out tank, the BD300 has that laid-back stance cruiser fans love. But it's not just a styling exercise. The ride quality is solid, the fit and finish are far better than older Chinese models, and the exhaust note has a satisfying burble. This is a great choice for riders who love the cruiser vibe, but don't want the bulk or cost of a big displacement American bike. Around town, it's easy to manage, and the low seat height makes it accessible for a wide range of riders. Benda is building a reputation for delivering premium feel without premium price, and the BD300 fits that mission perfectly. But if you want a Chinese bike that can hang with full-size sport tourers, the next entry will surprise you. Number 7. Zongshen Vogue 500DS. The Zongshen Vogue 500DS is one of those bikes that makes you question why you'd ever pay more for a mid-range adventure tourer. Powered by a 471cc parallel twin producing 47 horsepower, it's essentially in the same class as Honda's CB500X. And yes, it's that good. Zongshen has a long history building engines for BMW, and that experience shows here. The 500DS comes with KYB suspension, Nissan brakes with dual front discs, and full LED lighting. The 19-inch front wheel gives it genuine light off-road ability, while the upright ergos and wind protection make it comfortable for all-day riding. Smart riders know this bike isn't just about matching the Japanese competition, it's about doing it for significantly less money while still getting premium components. The fit and finish are a world away from the rough edges people still associate with older Chinese bikes. If you want the flexibility to commute during the week and tackle dirt roads on the weekend without emptying your bank account, the 500DS is a textbook example of intelligent buying. But if you're the type who prefers their Chinese bike with sharp fairings and a sportier edge, the next pick is going to catch your eye. Number 6. CFMoto 300 SR. If you've been eyeing a Kawasaki Ninja 300 or Yamaha R3, but don't feel like paying the brand tax, the CFMoto 300 SR might be your ticket. This fully fared sport bike packs a 292cc single making 28 horsepower, paired with a 6-speed gearbox. It's light, flickable, and surprisingly refined. The 300 SR looks the part. Aggressive bodywork, LED headlights, a color TFT dash with Bluetooth connectivity, and even riding modes. It's not a track weapon, but for riders who value cornering confidence over straight-line speed, it hits the sweet spot. Where the 300 SR really wins points is in its ride-it-anywhere versatility. It's just as comfortable zipping through city streets as it is carving weekend twisties. And because it's priced well under Japanese equivalents, you can put the savings into better gear, track days, or even performance upgrades. In a market where small sport bikes can feel like afterthoughts, the 300 SR feels purpose-built, designed for riders who want style, features, and fun without unnecessary cost. But if you're thinking bigger, the next bike offers full-size sport touring performance from a Chinese manufacturer that's stepping into premium territory. Number 5. Benelli TRK 502X. Technically, Benelli is Italian, but its modern production is owned and managed by QJ Motor in China, and that's why it earns a spot here. The TRK 502X has become a quiet sensation in markets like Europe and Asia, outselling some well-established ADV bikes. Powered by a 500cc parallel twin with 47 horsepower, it's not about raw speed, it's about being a comfortable, confidence-inspiring travel companion. The tall stance, 19-inch spoked front wheel, and generous suspension travel mean it's ready for gravel and light trails. Add in a plush seat, decent wind protection, and standard crash bars, and you've got a serious touring machine at a fraction of the price of its rivals. Smart riders appreciate that the TRK 502X is a known quantity now. It's proven itself in long distance and varied terrain. The reliability is there, the aftermarket support is growing, and it delivers big bike presence without the big bike intimidation factor. If you've been skeptical about Chinese-built ADVs, this is the one that might finally change your mind. But if sport heritage and retro charm are more your style, our next pick brings a different flavor. Number 4. Brixton Crossfire 500. Brixton may sound like a British brand, but it's another European-styled Chinese-built motorcycle that's earning respect. The Crossfire 500 is a neo-retro naked that blends vintage lines with modern performance. Its 486cc parallel twin delivers 47 horsepower, putting it in direct competition with bikes like the Honda CB500F. The styling is clean, with a sculpted tank, minimal bodywork, and premium details like LED lighting and quality switchgear. What sets the Crossfire 500 apart is its ride quality. The chassis feels planted, the suspension is well damped for both city streets and back roads, and the seating position strikes a good balance between sporty and relaxed. It's a bike that feels just as at home on a coffee run as it does on a weekend tour. For riders who want a machine that looks custom but rides like a refined factory product, the Crossfire delivers. It's proof that Chinese-built bikes aren't just about low prices, they can bring genuine style and substance to the table. But if you're after pure performance from a Chinese sport bike, the next entry brings serious heat. Number 3. CFMoto 700 CLX Sport. The 700 CLX Sport is where CFMoto really flexes. Powered by a 693cc parallel twin making 74 horsepower, this naked roadster blends cafe racer cues with modern tech. From the Brembo brakes and fully adjustable KYB suspension to the slipper clutch and ride-by-wire throttle, and it signals that CFMoto isn't just catching up to the big brands, they're starting to challenge them head-on. The 700 CLX Sport has the kind of spec sheet you'd expect from a European middleweight, at a much friendlier price. The fit and finish rival anything in its class, and the engine delivers a broad usable spread of power that makes it a joy both in city traffic and on fast-flowing roads. This is the kind of bike smart riders buy when they want a machine that's just as fun on a Sunday blast as it is practical for weekday use. It's a do-it-all naked with genuine personality, and it signals that CFMoto isn't just catching up to the big brands, they're starting to challenge them head-on. But if you want maximum displacement and touring comfort from a Chinese brand, our number 2 pick might be the ultimate long-haul bargain. Number 2. CFMoto 1250 TRG. The 1250 TRG is China's first serious attempt at a full-dress touring bike, and it's a surprisingly strong one. Built in partnership with KTM, it's powered by a 1279cc V-twin making 140 horsepower, mated to a 6-speed gearbox with quick shifter. This isn't just a big engine and a heavy frame, it's a fully equipped touring machine. We're talking electronically adjustable suspension, a massive 12.3-inch TFT display, heated everything, premium motto, radar-based adaptive cruise control, the works. Yes, it's heavy at over 700 pounds, but that's par for the segment. And here's where smart riders perk up. It offers flagship touring capability for less than half the price of a Goldwing or BMW K1600. That's a massive value play for anyone who wants to cross continents without a massive bank loan. It's not perfect, the brand still needs to improve long-term reliability, but it's a statement of intent from CFMoto. And that leads us to our number 1 pick, the bike that defines what smart buying means in the Chinese motorcycle world. Number 1. CFMoto 800NK. The 800NK is the naked bike that proves Chinese brands can deliver world-class performance in a mainstream package. Powered by the same 799cc parallel twin found in KTM 790 Duke, it pumps out 95 horsepower and delivers a riding experience that's every bit as engaging. The chassis is sharp, the suspension is fully adjustable, and the Brembo brakes provide excellent feel. Add in a 5-inch TFT display with smartphone connectivity, multiple riding modes, and a curb weight under 410 pounds, and you've got a true street fighter that's light on compromises. What makes the 100NK such a smart buy is how much performance and tech you get for the money. It's not a budget bike. It's a competitive middleweight naked that just happens to cost thousands less than its direct rivals. This is the bike that could convince even the most skeptical riders to give Chinese motorcycles a serious look. And in my book, that's the smartest move a rider can make right now.